Hello Achievers, today I am with a new amazing expert. He's the habits coach. He's Erik Swanson. He's with me to answer my questions, so follow this interview. Hello Erik.
Hello David, good to see you.
How are you today?
I'm doing fantastic, man. Always awesome.
I have a question for you. You are a speaker and an expert also. According to you, what could be the key factors of success?
Wow, that's a loaded question, David.
Yeah.
Let me give it to you all in one little area.
Yeah. What advice we can use now?
Sure. You know, I come from a school of success where I've surrounded myself with so many different types of people that are that have been there, they've failed, and yet they've succeeded in many different ways. And surrounding myself with all these people have taught me a lot of different things. So what I'm doing now is I'm working on something called habitudes, and it's all about your habits and your attitude put together. So I have a system, it's secret habitudes. I actually call it a secret habitude because not many people know these very easy habits to follow throughout the footsteps of their journey of their life. It seems to be so common for myself, but not as common for other people. So the secret to success, in my opinion, is following systems that actually work and following other people's ideas as well, but expanding on your own. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So can I share a few different habitudes?
Yes, I would love to.
Okay, let me give you a few. So what I find is this, in my journey, we've beautiful airplane above us in beautiful California here. What I found in my journey is this, a lot of people want to make a lot of money, they want to have a lot of success, yet they still want to sleep till noon, if that makes sense. You know, they want the success out there, yet they're not willing to really dive in and make mistakes and fail. You know, I just got off stage right now in front of a crowd where I was teaching them the importance of failure and learning from those failures, you know, and learning to never ever give up. So I've designed 50 different training habits called habitudes. One of them I'll just explain is the power of the 60-second morning mirror. 60-second morning mirror is very simple in the fact that one day I woke up and I looked in the mirror, and I don't know about your audience here, but sometimes you look at the mirror and you say, what did I do? You know, just physically, I wasn't really happy with the way I looked. I was overweight. I looked in the mirror and I was like, this has got to change. You know, it's totally got to change. I got to get rid of this. So I got rid of the mirror first. That's what I first did. But then I realized, you know, I got to change internally. You know, when I worked with my friend Jim Rohn, passed a few years back, but you know, he teaches the value of working on your own habits internally and make yourself better, and then you can help the world. You know what I mean? So the power of the 60-second morning mirror, I literally take 60 seconds to look in the mirror, and the mirror never lies. And I look straight back at myself in my eyes and I talk to myself. It's the power of self-talk. It's the power of pumping yourself up, like my friend Brian Tracy.
So you build your self-esteem.
Exactly. You know, Brian Tracy taught us years back, pump yourself up like a bicycle tire, you know, and we all need that. We all need this. And there's so many people walking around the parts of the world that they're like, well, too much taxes or too many, you know, problems. My kids need this or that and so forth. It's like, just get a hold of your own habits and your attitude and things start working out perfectly. It's amazing how it just starts coming into what's called flow. And what I like to do is have congruency between your mindsets. You know, I was speaking to my friend Sharon Lecter the other day about how your subconscious mind needs to be in congruence with your conscious mind as well. And that's where the success starts the journey. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So the
60
power,
seconds.
60 seconds. And you're serious with yourself.
Yeah.
That's the thing. There's no kidding around. You know, you talk to yourself and you say, I'm going to have a great day today. This is going to be amazing.
You say I and not you.
Exactly. In the personal, yourself, you talk to yourself about it. I am the best. I am focused. I will succeed. These are the 8 or 9 things that I say to myself.
Yeah, I have
you have it. Oh, good. Oh,
you.
Excellent. So I am the best. Oh, good. I can read it there. I am focused. I will succeed. I believe in myself. I set high expectations. I don't let others bring me down. I will learn and grow every day. Just one of those areas. I don't let others bring me down. How many of you or your audience have people that allow other people to determine your outcome and your mindset? our friend Deepak Chopra, I'm sure everyone knows Deepak. He says, how many of y'all are allowing other people to rent space in your mind and not pay rent for it? So it's very interesting. But that's one of the habitudes. The other one, can I share another one?
Yeah.
Oh,
yes,
good.
Yeah.
The second one, which everyone loves this. I don't know. I guess it's just such an energy builder. It's the power of, it's a secret habitude, okay? And I teach people this, to high five 5 strangers by 12 o'clock in the afternoon, 5 strangers by noon, every day. 5 strangers, you have to high five them. So you go up to people in parking lots, you're at a Starbucks, you're at a coffee place, you're at a restaurant, you're anywhere, you high five 5 people. And by noon is very important because it gets you out of the house, it gets you over there. Most of our, we're a lot of entrepreneurs out there. And again, they need to get out and meet people. To be able to meet people and take a different route. That's another habitude, by the way. I'm going to give you tons right now. Take a different route. A lot of people go to the same places. They go to the same places. They see the same people. They don't grow this way. I think that taking a different route, I teach my clients, don't go to the same place for restaurants for lunch every day. You got to go to different spots. Dry cleaners. I live in San Diego as well as New York City and Austin, Texas. I'm all over the place right now. And I'm looking at moving to Toronto as well. Where are you? Are you in France or where are you?
Yeah, in Paris.
Oh, in Paris. Okay, yeah, it's a cool city. So what I do is I have 3 dry cleaners in my hometown of San Diego. 3 different dry cleaners. So it's very inconvenient to go and to go to 3 different ones. What's it convenient for is to meet different people, to take a different route, to meet people like yourself. I just met you through another client, a contact. So I went to different places, and it's very, very important to do so. So. The other one is just never give up. Never, ever give up. Try a different path, but never give up. A lot of people, they let their dreams go, and they say, I should do this, I should do that. And sometimes, like Tony Robbins says, you're shoulding all over yourself is what he says about that. You can't do that. You have to stick to the plan. Set a goal. I mean, we have a whole system of writing down goals. Do you know how many people don't actually write down their goals? Do you know what it is?
A lot of persons.
A lot. It's a huge population. It's about, they're saying about 4, 5, or 6% of the population write down their goals, like 94% don't, or 95%. And what I'm also learning is about 94%, 95% work for the top 4 or 5%. It's interesting. I wonder if there's a big correlation there.
Yeah, and you know that 95% of the people just 1 week before to die say, I regret
doing this.
Yeah.
Interesting.
The same percentage.
Yeah. That's interesting. I wonder if there's a way. My ride's here. Look. I wonder if there's a way that we could fast forward to a system to say, it's instead of regret, let's do it now, and you transform that. I call it TOMA. And it's top of mind awareness, which is TOMA. And you want to keep things in front of you. What are the things that you want to accomplish in the time period that you want to accomplish it in? And what's it going to cost? You have to go and do the things. A lot of people want that magical, like for instance, this session right here. Can I talk to the crowd for a second? This session is not going to be a magic answer to everything. You need to use this in conjunction with our other friends of other trainers and constantly use it. It's not going to be a magic pill.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it is. I believe that.
I do too. And I live by it.
I have another question. It is my last question. You worked with a lot of big names in this industry. So according to you, what could be the keys to build a network with big names like Brian Tracy? How did you do that?
Oh,
How did you do that?
That's a great question, David. In fact, I love your accent, that you just taught me something right now because of your accent. And you probably didn't even realize you did. I thought you said you have walked with a lot of great names. And I think you meant you have worked with a lot of them, which I have. Yeah. But I love the mistake of me thinking you said you have walked. Absolutely. I think that's the better term to use. I have walked with all of these people. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Walked hand to hand, taking them out to lunch, meeting them. These people are, I'll tell you, when I first started in this business, I mean, if I could be honest with you and your crowd, I'll tell you, I call my first year in sales, I was in sales, okay, and I wasn't all that great, but I call my first year in sales my R&D. because I didn't want to tell people I was in sales. So I called it R&D, like research and development, right? That's what it was supposed to be, right? That's what people thought. And they're like, oh, R&D, that's cool. They didn't know it really meant ramen noodle days. And if you don't know what ramen noodles are, they're the 6 flavor packets that you get for like 6 for $1. I lived on this stuff. I was broke and I didn't know what I was doing. So I was eating the cheapest things because I couldn't afford anything when I was in sales, when I first started off. Then I got fired. Have you ever gotten fired from a commission-only job? Job you don't get paid for in the first place. They had to kick me out. They wanted my space, so I had to change some things around, and I decided right then to follow in footsteps of the greats. And then I came across some little book called Think and Grow Rich.
Yeah.
And I'm sure a lot of your audience members knows this book. And I said to myself, someday I'm going to be speaking on these stages with these people. And then, to answer your question, I walk with a lot of these thinkers, and now they're my friends and my peers. I share stage with them. They share stages with me. And the reason why I actually started and founded my corporation, my company, Universal Seminars, is to surround myself with these speakers. So I would invite them to my platform, and then they would invite me to theirs. So now it's leveled me up. It's called leveling up.
So your first step was to build the event and invited them.
Exactly.
To not only build an event, add value, and also to meet them. Not only, I would like to talk with you, but I can give you something in inviting you.
Precisely. And then I use my technique of +1 theory, which is doing something just a little bit extra for everyone. Just a little bit extra. Making sure that you not only pick up that person from the airport, but you pick them up in the limousine, just for the heck of it. That you get, one of my speaker friends, they like cigars, really nice cigars. I send it to the room. It's there waiting.
It's a kind of 4 seasons mindset.
Correct. Yeah, it's actually 5 seasons. It's just a little extra, +1 theory. But surrounding myself with all these people, and then it's interesting. I started surrounding myself with them because I invited them to my party, if that makes sense. Not party, but seminars, events. And then I had to do something different than everyone else was doing. So you always want to make sure that you are the only person able to do that, whatever that is.
You have to define that and do it.
Correct, yes. And that, for me as a promoter in the world of seminars, was when Les Brown gets a call, or Brian Tracy, or who else was I sharing stages with today? Bob Proctor, Sharon Lecter, you name it. All these people, when they hear my name, Erik Swanson, they know me as speaker, but they also know me as that guy puts a lot of people in the seats. Anytime you get a call from this organization, make sure you're there, because he does something different than other people don't do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So always have that, whatever that is.
Do you have the time for the last question?
No. Just kidding, go. Of course I do, man. I'm here for you. I flew in all the way from San Diego. Wait a minute, we are in San Diego.
Yeah, and how the people can follow you? Can you give
follow me right now? I'm going up to the room right now. My website, speakererik.com.
Okay.
You can misspell it, you can spell it correctly, doesn't matter. I got all the domains. speakererik.com. I spell my name with a K, so it's ERIK. Speakererik.com.
Perfect.
You can follow me there.
Thank you.
Great seeing you, David.
Thank you very much.
My pleasure, man. Always a pleasure.